Welcome back to Dubster Dives. Here's where we take a look at something single stuff. We know how it all is, and there's something, guys. Should be shocked that I really like the Darkstalkers IP.
That doesn't sound like you.
No, that's silly.
Come on. Gothic horror and movie monster-inspired characters beating the hell out of each other. It's awesome.
Beating each other off.
That and all the waifus. But yeah, so, I figured for Halloween, we'd take a look at the anime based on Darkstalkers. It's been a little bit since we took a look at a fighting game anime adaptation, and, you know, wonder how this one's going to turn out. Who knows? And if you think we're covering the cartoon, no, we are not. We're not covering the American cartoon.
Yeah.
Shut up, die. Anyway. So let's get right into this.
Well, they were already gonna start asking for it.
Yeah, well, we're right anyway. So it's this. So Darkstalkers the anime, or Night Warriors Darkstalkers Revenge. By the way, I absolutely love that title. That title was metal as hell.
So Capcom.
Or, as it's known in Japan, Vampire Hunter, the animated series. Yeah, the series is called Vampire in Japan. The anime is an adaptation of the second game in the series. Which, yeah. If you're worried about missing something, because, oh, source script, don't worry, the plot for the second game is sort of soft reboot of the first game, so you're all good. The anime would be done by Studio Madhouse, people behind Death Note, and you may take my life, but you'll never take my Freerin! Your reaction was exactly what I wanted. Your reaction was exactly what I wanted. Thank you. Yeah, it would get 4 OVAs airing in 1997 through 1998. Oh, a bit like Uzumaki, only 4 episodes. Guess which one of these fares better, though?
Because this is technically 8 episodes.
Even if it were only 4, I think it probably would have fared better.
It would have.
Directing this would be Masashi Ikeda. It's, you know, directed Gundam Wing. We might have covered that before. He also worked on Inuyasha. But yeah, that's a thing. Now, as far as the
plot, like Gundam Wing, he's gonna simp for Scott McNeil again.
Spoilers. Anyone who's seen this show does, though. Come on. Oh, plot of the anime. Well, it's much like the games, so quick rundown. Earth has been merging with the realm of Makai, or the demon world as the dub calls it, which is the same thing. This merger has brought forth monsters known as Darkstalkers. It's, you know, vampires, werewolves, a very sexy cat girl, etc.
That last one is awfully specific.
I know. Yeah, these beings fight for any number of reasons.
Well,
What up? What are you going to say?
I was like, well, his true wife was not in this, so he has to go for a second place.
It's not important. But yeah, some like Dimitri, who's the head of the aristocratic vampire clan, who wants complete, ultimate control of Makai realm power and all stuff. Whose rival is Morrigan, the succubus, who's, you know, with her own family or whatever. But our main protagonist is Donovan. A Dampier, not Dampeel. Fucking Vampire Hunter D. Who's struggling to find his place in the world. For being part of both races, he is despised by both. Yeah, humans kind of hate the Darkstalkers. Probably because they lost the sun when the realms started merging.
Oh god, who let the emo in here?
Yeah. Amongst other things, I mean, we did see the Darkstalkers. Some of them normal demons feed on us. I guess that'd be a good reason to hate them, huh?
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Which, Donovan will remind you that he hates the cursed blood within him. Oh, he'll let you know. But it's because of this he hunts Darkstalkers. Which, yeah, these people are known as Dark Hunters. Ever wonder why the second game in the series is called Vampire Hunter? Yeah, it's because it's focused on him and he's the protagonist.
Protagonist.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Anyway, long story
makes
short,
sense.
he would end up saving a young girl named Anita, who was ostracized by her village for being a psychic. So her emotions, she's completely shut them off. Can the two tortured souls find their place in this world and help each other rediscover their humanity? Well, I don't think it's going to be that easy, since there's all number of foes that they have to go up against. Including our big bad Pyron, an alien from planet Hellstorm, that name is edgy as fuck, who has his sights set on Earth.
Yes, that's pretty tame for something called Darkstalkers.
Pyron is so powerful, even the other Darkstalkers can't fuck with him. So what hope do our main duo have? That's the basic setup. There's other mains who get the focus too, but we'll go over them as we get through the cast. So, yeah. And yes, like I said, this actually does follow the games pretty faithfully with that setup too. As far as the animation goes, guys, did you like it?
Wow. Animation again. It's been so long since Uzumaki.
Yeah,
I
I don't even know why.
How it?
What up?
I'm not. Oh no, I was just. I'm not sure how it compared to like of its time because I didn't see when it first came out. But
97. It was 97, and yeah, for the
Emotions.
time, it was actually considered very high quality.
And it still is because it holds up better than a lot of shit coming out today.
Yep. The fight, like, I was honestly asking just for lip service. Everyone agrees the fight choreography, who's seen this, holds up remarkably well. They even implemented the special moves into the fights, which is cool.
I mean, it's not even compared to most of the anime today that aren't hand drawn. The models still hold up better than most shit.
Yeah, the art direction and everything. Like, if you look up the reception of this anime, everyone says that it's still really fucking good. Which, some of the staff from the Street Fighter 2 movie did work on this, which makes sense.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. Did you like all the fights, Naomi? Naomi says yes.
I really like the part where your OC shows up.
We'll get to all the fights and characters after we introduce them all. As far as the music goes, it is done by Kao Otani, who is the composer for Outlaw Star, which means he's a fucking legend in my eyes. And the OST for this is actually really good. It has a lot of hard rock mixed with the sax for some reason. I like Suicide Squad, actually, now that I think about it.
Is that enough for you?
Isekai. I don't know, could you fix your mic, please? Your mic came unplugged. Well...
Have you tried turning it off and on?
Naomi?
What?
There you are. Your mic came unplugged from me.
Dude.
Alright, yeah, my favorite one being Escape from the...
I unplugged it because I couldn't hear you bastards. No, I couldn't hear you, so I unplugged my mic. And then redid it.
Anyway. Yeah, the OST is good.
First time I've had to do this piece of shit.
My favorite being Escape from the Labyrinth. That's the theme that plays when Donovan awakens his true power at the end. It's a really cool song. It even has Moody OST. That sounds like it could be from the game. Piece played on the organ called Bluffman. Which is the one that plays during everyone's favorite Anita scene. Who's seen this stuff? We'll get to that, but I do really like the song. But honestly, the best song by far... Yeah, the best song by far... I gotta show you this theme after this, so you can hear it without the dialogue and everything. It's fucking Pyron's theme. It's called Space Symphonic. It screams Final Boss like you do not fuck with this dude. And I actually wish this was his theme in the games. Like, when you hear it, it's like, oh shit. Like, the theme is awesome. Yeah, the OST, anime show, good.
So you're saying it's fire?
Yeah, man, it's... yeah. Let's get to the reason you're all here. Dubster Dive. We're gonna look at the dub. So first, before we get to that, the licensing hell this series went through is pretty fucking stupid.
As it always is.
Yeah, so in 1997, after the first OVA released, Viz acquired the rights to it, saying they intended to release it in the States immediately. Like, they wanted to do it that same year. However, the dub wouldn't be recorded until 1998, and actually wouldn't be released till 2000. Damn, Viz. Took your sweet-ass time. Yeah, it's on VHS, DVD, the UMD? Anyone remember those?
Yes.
PS. You could watch it on your PSP. Remember?
Yeah, I'm still bitter that BioBro is the only Dragon Ball thing on the fucking UFD. We're being so pissed.
Well, it's a version that looks even worse than the regular version.
Well, anyway, Viz would end up losing the rights, and apparently at some point Media Blasters would get them on Dark Cats Unite, guys.
Shut up about that.
But you could get the series from them, apparently from rental kiosks in 2010. How the fuck would that work?
It makes sense if you don't think about it.
Well, they too would end up losing the rights, and currently they are now held by Discotech, who released a Blu-ray remaster of the series back in 2022, which I'm sure you guys could guess that is probably the definitive version to get for the series if you wanted to own it. Yeah. Or at this time of this, you could just watch the show for free on YouTube. It's up there, I guess.
I'm just unsurprised Viz was incompetent again.
Yeah. True that.
Well, everyone is.
But hey, that's enough history. Let's get to the dub itself. This would be dubbed out of Ocean. People behind Black Lagoon and Death Note. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of Death Note mentioning in this, because there's a lot of overlap. Actually, there might be more overlap with some of the other series, but we'll get to that. The art director would be Carl Willems, who did Death Note, again, see? And Dead Demon, Dead Destruction.
King DDD.
Yeah. With script being by Trish Ledaux? Ledous. How the fuck do you pronounce that?
It's probably French, so it's probably like Ledo.
Oh. And Toshifumi Yoshida. But yeah. Well, first we have our protagonist, Donovan, voiced by Ari Solomon, who's Professor Stevens from Master Keaton, another Madhouse anime I've never heard of before now, so who knows if it's any good. I don't know. You all let us know. Burner from the X-Files. You guys remember the X-Files? Yeah. But his most known role, Secret Service Agent from Stargate SG-1.
Alright.
Yeah. As we mentioned earlier, he's a Dampier struggling to control the darkness within him.
Typical Dampier.
Yeah. Though. So, he's a fighting game protagonist from a Capcom game, wandering the world and struggles to control the dark power within him. Sound familiar? I'm sure it's
not
nothing.
Even once.
Stopped by a little girl.
Yeah, this dialogue, as we said earlier, it is edgy as fuck. One of his lines is literally, "When the blood sprays forth from violated flesh, seems to find new freedom in its release."
Probably Ryu said shit like that.
Yeah. Sounds like lyrics to a Marilyn Manson song or something. But yeah, a lot of his dialogue is like this. It's one of the few things I feel they maybe could have toned back on a bit. I know it goes with the themes of darkness being inside us all, human and Darkstalker alike, having good and evil, but 90% of this guy's dialogue is like that. Maybe I'm nitpicking, I don't know. As far as Ari Solomon's portrayal of him,
what's wrong with that?
I thought Ari was good. Yeah, I think the dub for the most part, for the time especially, is pretty good across the board, as you'll hear us point out. But yeah, I think Ari did good. Do you guys like him?
Comment.
Did you like her protagonist, Naomi?
Yeah, but I like there's other people I like better.
Yeah,
But
I
yeah,
know.
He did good for the most part.
Hey, he's got a fuck off giant sword.
He does, and it can move on its either own. I think.
Yeah, he can control it or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it apparently has like a face, so it's like, does he control it, or does he just like, hey, could you do that? It's like, I'm fine, I want to kill things. Who the hell knows?
Well, after him we have Anita, the little girl he saved, who's played by Andrea Libman, who's Chi-Chi from the Dragon Ball 1995 dub, and Roll from Mega Man Upon a Star, as well as, I can't believe I have to mention this on Dubster Live, Fluttershy from My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic.
Well, see, you said the name wrong, so you're gonna get the bronies mad.
It's Fluttershy?
Yeah?
Oh, I just went with how TTS pronounced it. Fucking, I'm calling her Fluttershy. Wait, how do you know that?
Because my sister used to watch it. What the fuck do you think?
Nice cover.
Likely.
But yeah, like I actually think she sounds pretty good. Like, especially, you know, for a child actor or whatever. Like, when it comes to voice acting, those are very hit or miss. For the most part, I think she does alright. Except for, yeah, we gotta talk about the one scene.
Fill your dark soul with light.
Do we really have to talk about it, though?
So there's a scene where she talks about how humans have a sad existence, that they're not strong, they will inevitably die, and it's how she rediscovers her tears. And she then starts crying, and it sounds really bad. I can't... Oh my god.
Trying is...
You guys could have had another take.
Yeah, you know, recently watched Silence of the Lambs, and if the crying lamb is that terrified Clarice sounded like this, I kind of understand. I get it.
Well, no, I mean, maybe they thought that a girl who has not tried in years, maybe that's how they thought she would sound.
Well, it's only in this one scene, because she cries again after this, and it sounds fine.
Like I said, takes.
No, they couldn't. They can't do that. It was all just one take. They weren't allowed extras.
Well, whatever. Either way, she does fine. So outside of that, so it's all good. That's probably the worst. I'd say that's probably the worst dubbed moment in this whole show. So we're over the worst of it completely.
Yeah, but we got a meme, so you know.
Yep. But hey, let's get to some of the extremely popular characters. Dimitri, who was the protagonist of the first game. Yeah, I saw some people say he was the protagonist only of the first game. The second game was Donovan. This is one of those series that switch protags every game, more or less, so... Yeah, he's played by Paul Dobson, who's the Dorian Zarbon from DBZ's Ocean dub. Mr. Wily from Mega Man NT Warrior. Yeah, not Dr. Wily, Mr. Wily. Gosh, I need to watch that show. And Naraku and Miyoga from Inuyasha. Oh god, fucking Naraku. Anyway, I think this is actually perfect casting. He's another one that, again, he commands, like, presence when he's around. Gives off the very arrogant, higher-than-thou bullshit. Did you guys like his portrayal of him?
Well, he is. He's more important than all of us will ever be.
Yeah. After all, he will be the lord of the demon realm. The head of everything. By the way, am I the only one, when he was revived, was expecting him to quote Castlevania Symphony of the Night? You know, when all those humans were around him, and he was going on about how humans with tribute saved him, or whatever the fuck, or revived him. But yeah, Paul Dobson's great. But time for the one that a lot of people who haven't even played Darkstalkers know of, Morrigan. Probably because of her appearance in all the crossover games.
And that's the only reason, I'm sure.
Nothing to do with hentai. Well, she would be played by,
all the things to do with hentai.
She's portrayed by Kathleen Barr, who is Mama Robotnik from The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Which one?
I don't know. I was hoping you would know.
Probably that one that like got famous for all the PSAs.
I don't know. But yeah, Dot Matrix and Princess Beulah from the reboot series, 1990s. And Kevin and Marie from Ed, Edd and Eddy. There is actually a shit ton of Ed, Edd and Eddy people in here. But fine, if you want an anime role, she was Cologne in the OG Ranma. Yeah, and I think she does fine. I will say, I saw people bringing up how Morrigan is supposed to be Scottish, so where's her accent? Maybe you could argue that her time in the demon realm, she lost her accent over the years. I don't fucking know.
Or they didn't think about it yet.
No, because she had it in the 1990s American cartoon.
They didn't think about it. Or bother attempting it. You decide.
If it's the same voice actress who played her in the cartoon, it might have been, I'm not 100%, but that'd be pretty silly. But again, as I said, it doesn't matter. It's a nitpicky issue. I think she does fine as Morrigan. You even get her shouting, Soul Fist! And her attack names and shit. That's cool.
Look, she did the thing.
Hey, I marked out. I don't care. But moving on from her, we have Felicia, the sexy cat girl. What?
Sam.
Voiced by Janice John, who's Kagura and Kana from Inuyasha. Okay, there's a lot of Inuyasha shit. And Lee from Ed, Edd and Eddy. Yeah. Her whole thing is that she's a... what's one, a musical or whatever. She's a pop idol. And...
She's a singer.
Yeah.
She does plays and shit.
She goes on a journey to try discovering hope again in humanity. Then she sees humans are being dicks.
What is hope?
Yeah, you shouldn't have any in humanity. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Hope is all we have left! Anyway, I think she does good. Some of her lines almost reminded me of a discount Cassandra Lee Morris, but... Oh no, that's just me.
You just say that because you were into the cat.
What?
Yeah.
Hey.
Both played cats.
Everyone loves cats, okay? Felicia is awesome. But fine, Nomi, fine. Let's talk about your waifu. Hisenko, or as the dub calls her, Sienko, which might be accurate. She is Chinese. Someone please let me know.
Yeah, I've literally never heard someone call her Sienko before, so... I would love to know if that's correct.
Yeah, you need to call her probably proper name, Chun-Li.
Yeah, there's a flashback episode in her human form where she's just fucking Chun-Li. But they would never recycle character designs. Right?
No. Capcom would never.
Yeah, she's a Jiangshi.
Or as you're supposed to say it, Jiangshi.
Tomato. She is portrayed by Nicole Oliver, who's Princess Celestia from My Little Pony. Fuck you, Dobie. Judge Sakov from Arrow. Oh, that's giving me Dai flashbacks now, I'm sure. I don't even remember who this character was. And Carlita the Skunk from Barbie of Swan Lake.
What?
It's because it has swan in it. That was for you, Nomi.
I noticed, you fucking bastard.
Also, Abby and Psych. I think you've seen that show. I don't know. You can tell me if you have, if you know what that is. But yeah, I think she does fine. Gives a very cutesy portrayal of her, which makes sense. And Nomi loves Hisenko. Hisenkale, am I right?
Go.
Could someone please send me a gun so I may shoot myself?
But yeah, she's a Dark Hunter just like Donovan, which, you know, She was the only other new character added in the game, so she gets a lot of focus in this series as well. Which makes sense, you know? They're the two Dark Hunters. Vampire Hunters, whatever they're called.
Advertise our two new people.
Yep. Much like her twin sister, Mei Ling, who's played by Jane Perry, who's Kyra from Ronin Warriors, and Diana Burnwood from the Modern Hitman trilogy. Which I pointed out something really dumb with this.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So what was it? Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so she is technically the second voice of her, but also the third, because she voices her in the tutorial for Hitman Absolution, but not the rest of the game.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say to that.
But then she proceeds to voice her from Sniper Assassin onward, and in the new trilogy, obviously.
But if y'all wanted something a little more modern, she's also Mistra in Baldur's Gate 3. So, yeah, she actually, it's kind of funny seeing these people would go on to be in, like, major AAA games and shit or whatever, getting their start in anime.
I mean, it's at least she didn't get typecasted, because, if I remember right, Mistra's kind of fucking evil.
Yeah, so she does the deep voice here. She's the, I guess, serious one out of the two siblings. And the two of them want to stop Pyron and free their mother's soul from eternal suffering. Because their mother sacrificed herself to stop Pyron's comet years ago. So, again, you get an entire like flashback segment on them, one of the episodes. You know, it's kind of funny. They added these two at the same time, Donovan and Yusenko, because I'm pretty sure you guys can guess which character is more popular out of the two. Right, Nomi?
No idea.
Obviously, Kale.
Alright, let's move on. So next we have John Talbane, the werewolf. Who, the games could learn how to control his wolf form through martial arts. That makes sense.
I mean, it's different.
Listen, it does actually. I mean,
I'm all for it. I was just me, but I think it's cool.
Martial arts is literally like a way to like center your mind and shit. So.
Yeah, he's played by Alvin Sanders, who's Demolisher from Transformers Armada and Energon, and Lewis Thompson from Resident Alien.
The fuck is with all these random live action shows?
I don't fucking know, but fine. If you want another anime, Mr. Popo and DBZ's Ocean Dub.
Oh, so he blew himself.
Yeah. Also, John Talbane is supposed to be British, so you could say another character who didn't really have an accent here. But I don't care. I still think he does good here. For what little John Talbane does get. He's only in a few minutes of the anime. Where he helps out Felicia.
Yeah.
But hey.
Well, no, but yeah, it's straight. They blow up a train together. It's a nice bonding exercise.
The cat and dog getting along. Holy shit. After him, though, we've got Bishamon, who's the suit of armor that's possessed. He's played by Don Brown, who's Jockin from Inuyasha, and Garlic Jr. from the Ocean WDBZ. Yes. But his main magnum opus, Sharkman from Mega Man and T-Warrior.
Of course.
I
don't think anyone's surprised that he picked this one.
I completely forgot about NT Warrior. How could you?
I mean, I brought it up earlier.
Yeah, but that was then. This is now.
Honestly, though, I would love to say his performance is good. The problem is his voice is filtered to fuck. To the point where I have a hard time understanding him.
It is...
Well, you need to speak English.
His screaming's pretty great, though. When he sees Donovan save a group of humans that he's attacking, and he just keeps shouting, "I don't get it! I don't get it!" I mean, his confusion even causes him to lose control of the soul that's inside the armor he's possessing.
I don't get it either.
Yeah. You're supposed to love fighting me! Fucking me! I mean, anyways. Speaking of which, from what I looked up, the soul's name inside of him is dude named Hanya? He's on the cast list, so I hope I'm right about this. I don't know. This is the only character I could find who pretty sure fits the bill. Portrayed by Michael Dobson, who's Tetsu from Cardfight Vanguard. That was one of my favorite characters in that series. And Starscream from Transformers Armada.
Everyone loves Starscream.
Also Blob from X-Men Evolution, who's fat!
He is.
His ghost filter that he has is actually fine. It's not too bad. So, he does fine too. And the conversation he has with Donovan is actually a pretty good scene. Where he basically tells him, don't give in to the darkness within you. It is okay to live. Live, you fool. Stop being an emo bitch. Eh?
No. Sounds overrated.
Oh. But now, we're to the legend himself. Lord Raptor.
The simping has begun.
Dude, you know his portrayal was amazing here. But yeah, Lord Raptor was an Australian metal musician who died, and his music was so powerful it reached the Demon King. And so he was revived as a zombie to play his music in exchange for souls or some shit.
I wouldn't exactly call that a zombie, but okay.
But yeah, he is portrayed by Scott McNeil, who actually played the character in the American cartoon. So, yeah.
Cool.
He's also Ocean dubbed Jace in Piccolo. Yeah, if you ever wonder why Jace is Australian, I blame it on Scott McNeil actually being Australian and giving him the accent. He's also... What up? Go ahead, Die. Credit him as your favorite role.
What, Bones?
Oh, from the fucking Turtles' Next Mutation?
Yes!
I thought you were going to say Antoine from Dead Rising 2. The next game Capcom will probably fuck up.
That's... No, you're the one that was obsessed with that one.
It's true. All you had to do was tell me Scott McNeil played the character, I looked him up. Look, I don't care if there's a bias, okay? He's one of the best people working for fucking Ocean. Every time he acts, you're going to get something great out of him.
It tastes like chicken indeed.
Some of his lines are fucking great, like when he has an exchange with Felicia where he goes, "What's the matter, pussycat? I don't do autographs till after the show. Of course, that's assuming you'll be able to walk after my performance." You could take that so many ways. I love Felicia replies saying, "You're one of the Dark Ones, aren't you?" And Raptor just goes, "Ah, we don't say Dark Ones anymore. The politically correct term is Darkstalker." The fact that that quote makes you laugh even today because of retarded bullshit nowadays, huh? Be politically correct, Die! Die?
No.
Die fails immediately.
Or when Raptor is fighting a bunch of hunters, he says, "Oh, show ain't over yet. Don't you want to buy a t-shirt?" And he says it in the most, like, demon deep-ass voice ever while snarling. Yeah, you get him doing a metal scream also. Or he says, "You've all got some dark hearts. And when it comes to feasting on souls, I always did prefer dark meat." Damn it, Scott.
Oh, I mean, someone had fun. That's how that matters.
Does that mean he wants the souls of black people? Okay, I'll go sit in the corner while you two of you think about punching me. Jokes aside, though, Scott McNeil is one of the MVPs here. The only issue is, he's only in fucking, like, 5 to 10 minutes of the OVA series.
He wouldn't stop complaining about it.
Dude, it was amazing! Come on!
Well, yeah, we had to start off right, and then it's like, well, now that you're invested, deal with other shit.
Yeah. Well, he makes the most of his time here, I guess. So. After that, we've got this asshole, Huitzel. I actually prefer his Japanese name, Phobos, personally. I think it sounds cooler. But yeah, so Huitzel is an ancient robot that activates every time a race of beings reaches the apex of its species.
No.
Go on.
He's not a robot dolphin.
But yeah, what?
A group of robots.
Oh yeah, this he is. I was gonna get to that. I was talking about this.
He's a robot.
Yeah. But they're the ones that killed the dinosaurs.
The Ice Age.
Yeah.
It was
I mean, I was about to make the joke, so yeah.
He is played by Ward Perry, who's Gilbert the Impaler from Zoid's Fusers. Now that name is edgy as fuck. And Geese Howard from the Fatal Fury anime. I cannot wait till we get there. Hey, he's also Ryu Jose from Gundam. See, that name is both Moon and Sunspeak at the same time.
What the fuck?
Honestly, he's got a robot filter. I think it's fine. For the most part. You can understand everything he's saying. And he's good. He's voiced by a person.
It's his favorite character.
I have more trouble on him whenever I play this than the fucking final boss. The Pyron. I don't know why. It's Motaro syndrome in MK3 for some reason for me.
Now imagine struggling on Motaro.
But hey, at least he has a voice actor. Unlike Vegeta in Dragon Ball Super. Yeah, we don't talk about that dub. That dub decision was dumb.
Microsoft saying Sam loved that role.
Well, it's time for our big bad. Speaking of people that are really fucking cool, though. Pyron, the Destroyer of Worlds. He is portrayed by David Kay, who is Sesshomaru from Inuyasha, Clank from Ratchet and Clank, which I can't believe I didn't know that till now.
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
And Jedha from MVC Infinite, who's the final boss of Darkstalkers 3. So, that's fucking cool. I didn't know that either till now. But,
well, that's because it's MVC Infinite.
Yeah, but you didn't say the best part.
I was getting to the last roll credit him as Megatron from Beast Wars. And he controls the army of Huitzel. All the weasels work for him.
Yeah, you gotta show pacifism through genocide, obviously. Why?
No, it makes sense.
Some of his lines are fucking great too. Like he says, "How could I have forgotten this feeling, this urge, this will to kill?" Or, "This body that shines so brightly can now melt the heavens and is capable of vaporizing an entire world in moments. However, I find this earth offers me something long since forgotten. Battle." Yeah, he's got a lot of dialogue like that. I think it's fucking awesome. With the amount of ham he gives him, too, it's perfect. He's even got a really good evil laugh. Though if he's a quarter muncher back in the arcade versions and you lost a lot to this asshole, it'll probably make you want to punch him.
According to you, someone else is instead.
Fuck Weasel! Fuck the Weasel, man! But yeah, he's definitely one of the MVPs for the dub, in my opinion. He nails every scene he's in. 100% perfect choice. You can tell he's in his element with this. But yeah. Anything else to go over with the cast before we move on, guys? That's all of our mains.
No.
No, I mean, did you like Pyron?
Pyrokinesis.
Yeah, if anyone got done right in this anime, it's Pyron. Badass theme, amazing voice actor, back him up and everything, great lines. Now, as far as the ad voices, they're pretty bad if you can recognize a lot of these people. Paul Dobson is honestly the worst. He plays both Dimitri and Dimitri's servant. as well as like 40 other people.
That's what you would have wanted.
David K is several people also. He's demons, humans, which means he's played people on every side. Kathleen Barr is a few. Yeah, the majority of our protagonists are double casted, with the exception of Donovan and Anita. Yeah, but it's only a 4-minute or 4-episode OVA. Yeah, 4 minutes. Only 4 minutes. That's so 4 minutes. You also get characters with accents like British accents, Irish accents, etc. So, there's that. Also, you get someone doing the Ocean Dub Raccoon Stallone voice, which made us crack up. Everyone loves Raccoon, right, Di?
Your life is mine.
Fuck you. Fuck whenever you use him in Xenoverse. But yeah. As far as the script goes, there's a couple of things. We already brought up how Susenko's called Sienko. Or how she refers to herself as a Chinese vampire, which isn't that the most literal translation of Jiangxi? Yes. Even 3 Delivery just called them Jiangxi. So. Or per saying to be lonely means to be alone, right? That line just sounds silly to me. Those two things are not the same thing. That's probably a translation thing, though. I'm just being a bit
the same picture.
Or Mei Ling saying mi hao to his Senko when they're fighting a group of dudes. And she just replies, I know, don't kill him. So you don't know what mi hao means? I guess you could infer from that, but... I don't know. Johnny, you know what it means?
It means you're next.
Well, before we get to it, everyone, let's talk about the fight scenes. That's about themes for a second. I actually think they did them well for the most part. You know, how humans, Darkstalkers, how sometimes the humans are just as fucked up as the Darkstalkers. Not even worse. How, like, since they've had the lack of sun, when Pyron shows up with his comet, and they're like, hey, everything's burning. It's a sign from God. Let's burn everything to the ground. Yeah, these people are fucking insane.
They had it coming.
We already brought up how Felicia to seeing the cruelty in humans, but when a doctor who treated her wounds shows her kindness, she goes on about how it restores her faith in humanity. So,
kind foul.
Yeah, because she demonstrates that there's good in Darkstalkers. There's good and bad in us all, man. Good and bad in us all. I mean, everyone knows that, especially Nomi. Right, Nomi?
Fucking sure, whatever. Whatever you said, you weirdo.
Well, let's talk about the fights. So, firstly, Morrigan versus Dimitri is fucking awesome. Yeah, and I just love this. We already brought up how they use their moves from the games in this, which I think is great. I would have loved to have seen Dimitri use his Midnight Bliss in the anime, but I don't think he had that move till part 3. Man, how would that have worked? How do you think they would have animated that? What?
What?
I don't know. I was hoping Donovan versus Bishamon went a little longer, but it was still fun for what it was. You get everyone fighting some Weasels? Weasels? I'm just going to call him the Weasel.
Your OC.
Yeah. Like Felicia having trouble till John Talbane saves her. You know. But the main event fight is probably where the real hype is. Pyron, who takes on a bunch of people. Like Tim versus Dimitri, with the OST, the voice acting, everything is perfect there. It's hype as fuck. He also takes on the Weasels who rebel against him. You get Senko and Mei Ling fighting him. And, of course, you know the main event, who our protagonist is. So, of course, we know who's going to end up fighting him at the end, right?
Yeah.
Donovan. I want to know if you guys caught this, because this is something you guys thought was a little weird. The Weasel had said in an earlier episode that if Morrigan, Dimitri, and Donovan were to all team up, even the mighty Pyron would fall, implying that that could be some form of foreshadowing. This doesn't happen. Even though it almost seems like we're setting up for it. We see Dimitri and Morgan's clans even talking about a truce. And even Dimitri and Morgan...
It makes sense if you don't think about it.
Yeah. Like, Dimitri and Morgan are even like, oh, let's just sit back and watch the fight. We don't need to get involved. We don't have time for this bullshit.
We don't have time for blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. I mean, I know what I was going for. It's showing the whole power of the human spirit. But I still think it would have been cool to see these three take him on, especially with how much Pyron just makes everyone job to him.
A mouthful of quarters at a time.
Yeah. So how does Donovan beat Pyron? I guess spoilers for a fighting game anime, but you all know where this is going.
Matter of fact, Pete doesn't.
That would be one hell of an ending, wouldn't it? I don't want to say, like, insert quarter to continue at the end of the credits. But yeah, he loses at first. And then has a conversation in his own mind or some shit. As Anita cries over him, not sounding like whatever that was before. This reminds me of Orihime and Ichigo during the Ukiura situation. But yeah, it awakens him, and now he has awakened his true power, defeating Pyron, who doesn't understand, as Donovan goes on about, the true enemy is the one within yourself. The universe that's inside of us all is powerful, or something. As then Donovan claims, can I not love my own heart? I can. It's cheesy as hell, but I don't care, I love it anyways. As he thanks Anita for...
me that believes in me.
Dude, it's literally what it is, isn't it? Damn it, I didn't even... Yeah. You're right. But yeah, he thanks Anita for showing him the way of his humanity, etc. And accepting it for who he is. That's basically it. That's the end. Oh. Pretty different from the game's ending with him. I will say that. Alright. So I guess spoilers for the game here too, I guess, for those who are curious. 'Cause I don't know when we're ever going to talk about this again. Yeah, at his ending, he actually loses control of his vampiric powers. And in the Japanese re-release of the games on PS2, you know, Darkstalkers Chronicles or Vampire Chronicles, they actually added one hidden character, D. Is Vampire in D? Yeah, the Donovan's vampire form. And his character's ending there involves a grown-up Anita being forced to kill him to stop his rampaging and put him out of his misery. Yeah, it's way more tragic ending. Why was this exclusive to a Japanese re-release? Fuck you, that's why. Yeah, Capcom can suck a dick for that.
Classic Capcom.
Definitely not going to be included in OVA.
Yeah, because this re-release, again, happened much after the anime was already done. So...
No, I'm saying, like, even if it was, they probably wouldn't include it in the OVA.
Yeah. Again, it's different thing, it's fine. I still like the ending for what it was. Apparently the original release for this anime ended with a promo for Darkstalkers 3, or Vampire Savior if you prefer, which would have been cool if that got adapted. But, oh well. But, that's it. In conclusion, this anime's pretty good. It does have a couple of problems, which we alluded to earlier. Donovan's dialogue, I felt, at times might have been a little pretentious, and they could have toned it down a tiny bit. Maybe handled that a little more subtly. But it's all good.
Yeah, but who has time for that?
Yeah, but on the flip side, seeing him and Anita's relationship develop as they rediscover their emotions, etc. Decently done. But then there's the other main issue that's kind of impossible to overlook if you're a fan of the games, I guess. You'll notice several characters we didn't mention. Yeah, that's because they all died in their cameo.
That's why.
Sasquatch, Rikuo, Victor, Anacharis, they all fight Pyron and job to him immediately in like less than a minute. Now, I get maybe you don't have time.
Delicious quarters.
Yeah. I get maybe they didn't have time for everyone, you know, if this one... But this was 4 40-minute OVAs. They couldn't do something better with these guys?
No.
I guess it should be cool that they're at least included. But hey, outside of that, I think I really enjoyed this one. You guys have any other issues you want to bring to the forefront? Or maybe you actually didn't mind Donovan.
Chases.
What about car chases?
So there wasn't enough car chases.
Shut up, Ty! Anything, Nobi?
Not really. I
Yeah.
had fun.
Yeah. I mean, the fights are awesome. You guys obviously were going on, but the others too.
More, but obviously it's an OVA, so...
Yeah. The OST is really good, and while the dub might have some cheesy and over-the-top performances at times, including characters shouting their names, because that's how you know it's from the 90s when they do that shit, I actually think it's pretty solid for the time, especially. MVP's definitely got to be Scott McNeil and David Kay, though. Their ham is just fucking amazing. Hey, the themes of humanity and everything, and evil and good inside us all.
Man.
Yeah, this is good stuff. And on the fighting game scale, I'd say this one ranks pretty high. Definitely higher than the fucking Tekken movie. I'll never give it up! Not to anyone! But I think I'd still put this slightly below the Street Fighter 2 movie and V anime. This one's still pretty good, though. And definitely worth a watch, especially if you're a Darkstalkers fan and you haven't seen it yet. Happy 30th anniversary to this IP. I didn't even realize it was Darkstalkers' 30th anniversary until I was looking through horror shit's covered. Like, oh shit!
What better gift than a cancelled game?
Yep, Capcom recently canceled another stab at this, and I saw people disappointed. I have to be the contrarian and say I'm happy about this. Look, after SF6 and how Capcom have been caught censoring a lot of their classic re-releases, yeah, do you really think they would do Morrigan and Felicia and characters like that justice nowadays?
Yes.
Never.
So at least we have the older games. But that was the Darkstalkers anime. What is all your thoughts? Do you agree? If you're sad this didn't continue. That way Jeddah, Lilith, and QB and BB Hood could have all been added. BB Hood was my main man, she didn't make it. Makes sense, not in this game. But hey, who's your main out there? Who's your waifu? I don't know. Nomi, who's your main and waifu?
Kale.
We always should random. Also, fuck you, Doc. We've only ever done random in any of the Darkstalkers games, so I don't actually know my main.
He likes when I get Phobos.
Fuck you! Fuck Phobos! Fuck the weasel!
No, Phobos that's the best part. It's even... No, you know what's even better than that, Die? When both of you get Phobos.
Oh my god, mirror matches are ass. Well, whatever, we gushed about this enough. So, go check the anime out. Definitely worth a watch. Again, it's free to watch on YouTube, or if you want to watch it in sexiest, there's the Blu-ray. I don't even know if it's streaming on any apps or whatever, but who the fuck uses apps anymore? I don't know. But yeah, let us know your thought, and happy Halloween to everyone out there. Hope you all have a good one. So thanks again for watching. Hope you all enjoyed, and until next time. I don't know what we're doing next time, but it'll be something. So hope you all have a good day.
Probably
Till then.
Crash.
So,
Well, we covered something good, so we gotta do something shit.
well, Darkstalkers Unite! It just doesn't have the same ring to it. Anyway, guys, see you next time. Have a good day.